Hey, what is up guys? Paul Hansa here. Today I'm going to be giving you a really quick tutorial on how to do some motion tracking in After Effects. So, what I've got here is I'm going to import a clip of my desk, and I'm going to show you guys how to make Mario jump on my desk. So we're going to check out the footage I just shot, and watch that here. The quote's pretty solid. It's a little shaky because I use my hands to film it and not a tripod. You won't be able to use a tripod or like a dolly or anything like that for all of your shots, and sometimes you want to keep it a little shaky just for like some realism points. But it's okay. I'm going to show you how to make that clip look more realistic. So we're going to check out this clip that I have of Mario. Where's that? I just animated this in Adobe Flash in like a couple minutes, threw it together. Let's check that out. Oh, it's playing back really slowly. I haven't pre-rendered the clip. As you can see, it's pretty stationary. Since I animated it by hand, it's bound to do that. So we're going to try to put the two together now. So what I'm going to do is right-click on the clip. Let's go ahead and rename that. Video clip. And we're going to rename my Mario clip Mario. Okay. Right now we're going to make a new comp from selection. What this will do is create a composition for us to work in with the video's settings. It'll take the bitrate, the resolution, etc., etc., and it'll go ahead and import my video clip for me. Next, we're going to drag my Mario layer in here. And let's go ahead and try playing that back. As you can see here, Mario stays pretty stationary just like I animated him, but the clip behind him is moving pretty shakily. You'll see this is an error that it's a mistake that a lot of amateur animators make, and they don't really understand why it doesn't look realistic, but it's pretty simple. It's just that Mario's not moving along with the background with him. What another amateur mistake is that they'll try to edit his position and make him manually follow the camera. It's very time consuming and it doesn't look too realistic because camera movement doesn't exactly work linearly or diagonally or anything like that. It's just free motion. So there's a much easier way to do that, and it's by using After Effects Motion Tracker. What we can do is get After Effects to track the motion for us. So what I'm going to do is click on the video clip that I want to track and just click track motion. Now what this does is that it creates a tracking point, and we can set where this tracking point goes. What After Effects will try to do is follow whatever is under the point's focus while the clip is playing. So it's usually good to pick an area of high contrast because this allows After Effects to see it more clearly. It'll be a lot easier for it to track. As you can see, I've already placed a piece of black paper. You'll see that in a lot of BTS behind the scenes stuff, like movie makers will place like some sort of green or black tape on the ground or wherever they want to track things, just to make it a lot easier for them to track. You can use things in the background if you'd have no tape on you, but it's usually good to keep something on hand. It'll just be a lot easier, as you can select a tracking point that's pretty small and easy to focus on. So what we're going to do is click the play button, and After Effects will try to keep up with the point that I selected. I've put the piece of paper inside the main focus, and around it is what After Effects will try to compare the point to. So let's hit play. As you can see, the point is staying on pretty faithfully. There's a little bit of jitter, but that's to be expected. It's not perfect. That's actually a lot better than I imagined. So what we're going to do now is bind those motions to Mario's layer. So we have our video clip selected as the source of the motion. The tracker is just what we just recorded the motion to. And now we're going to set our target to Mario's layer. As you can see, first layer, Mario, Mario. Okay. And then we hit apply. We can apply the dimensions. We're going to set X and Y because we want him to move both up, down, left, right. diagonally, whatever. So we're going to hit OK. And as you can see, Mario's position keyframes are exactly as we just recorded in the tracker in the video clip. So we're going to go ahead and minimize that. And it looks like it put Mario all the way down here. We're going to try to drag him up. Whoops. Let's see. Undo that. If we drag him up, as you can see, it only affects one keyframe. See how it's only one keyframe is highlighted? The rest of his keyframes are still down here. What we're going to do instead is click the position layer, and this will select all his keyframes at once instead of having to go and click and drag it for yourself. You can do that as well, but it's a little bit faster if you just click on the layer. So we're going to click that layer, drag him up to where we want him to be, and as you can see, all his keyframes were selected. Now he's moving along exactly as the clip says. So we're going to go ahead and render that and see how it looks. It's pretty solid. We can even move him over the black tape if you don't want that to show up. There's other ways of compositing that out as well. I can get to that in another video, but for now, we can just see how that looks. It's pretty solid. And that's pretty much motion tracking for you. You can go look up other videos on how to get good tracking points or get how to shoot your clips a little better so that they're not hard to track. You can also use this tool in order to stabilize motion. If your camera is super shaky, you can stabilize that motion a lot. You can fix some really bad clips that way. It's not perfect, but it's a really good way of making your effects look a lot better. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for next tutorial. Thanks guys. See ya.